All right, good morning, everybody. And we're taking a look here for the New York session. It's about 7:30 in New York, and just really coming back to the charts here. We get a new 4-hour candle at 8 o'clock, but I wanted to go ahead and jump on here in case we see anything interesting for the early session. But everything is all systems go right now, and everything is pushing forward. By the way, I hope you enjoyed the hypnosis session if you participated in that. We'll be doing more of that type of stuff, and that was at 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. and it was quite refreshing. I must say, I feel pretty good. But anyway, so let's just start out here. Go back. Let's take a look at the euro, and just go out to the daily chart, get an idea where we're at. This is the beginning of the short zone, the red zone here I had on the daily chart. I talked about 30-40, which is where we're at now, being the first place to start looking for a short, or where we might start seeing a couple of packs of bears, and leading back to the camp as we march forward, with these big levels here. This can be seen on the weekly chart if you just go out as well. And we're just getting back up here, right? So there may be a good decent short setting up. I have a feeling though, this is, and let's go down fractally to a 4-hour chart. This is going to kind of hang around this area for a while before we get the short. So in other words, we jump up here, match up to these levels around 31, kind of drift around, and then kind of roll over. That's what I'm looking for now. As far as New York goes, pullback opportunities, right at this point, you're going to have to wait around for that. Might be after the stock markets, but if you could try to get on along, it's still opportune. You really need to keep trying that. There's no, lower high and lower low yet, so just keep trying to long this. But with the realization that more and more bears are going to be there. So if we can get a pullback to say 30-20, that would be fairly prime opportunity right there. And you might only get 30-25, 30-35 on that. So that's the euro outlook on the intraday. And I'll put the hourly back up. Pound here, there's been some independent strength between the pound and the euro, and they've been jockeying around for which one's stronger for a while here. But the pound, there was a rejam job here that was entered. I'm not sure if anybody got in this with me, but either way, it was around 61.20, and I'd circled this and talked about it. But here we are. Not a whole lot of pips, right? It looks like some action here, but it's just not a lot of pips. And we're kind of sitting on top of this previous red zone here. So I'm thinking this might head up with the euro as we go into the deeper into the euro zone, and the dollar index falls. I think we might get up and up here into the 61.80 area quite viably. And let's go to the hourly chart. Probably should have started off with that. But you see, we do have some issues here. We've got to break higher here, and I think we've got a zone here of about 30 to 50 pips it could jump. So, with the realization that this could be the point where it stalls out, right? Trying to get a lower high on the 4-hour. But, either way, we're at some significant levels on the daily, too. But, like I said, there is a zone here, I think, right here up into around this wick area, 62. So there's a 50 pip zone area. We could break and just head right up and get some extra hardy pips out of this one. So looks good on that. The pound moving forward on the Aussie, double topping on the 15-minute. We had this huge red zone. I moved this up, and now it's starting to turn, right? Since I moved the red zone up. Let me go back out to the 4-hour on this. I think we might be heading down. Maybe opportunity to get long again on this one more time along with the euro is what I'm thinking here. And we might not come back to the olive, but that is prime zone. It's not many pips. Again, do you want to mess with it? So that's the Aussie. Really, these three are working pretty much in tandem, and the euro and the pound are kind of switching around with strength, it looked like, throughout the morning. Let's go to the dollar index so you can see where it's at. We've broken through here, and as our trades have been working out with our longs against the dollar and against the yen, and here we are now just hitting the top of this another buy zone here. I'm going to call it a green zone rather than a buy zone. because I think it's fairly bearish right now. So we're hitting the top of this right now, and 79.80 may be more significant. And once we get down there, we may see a little strength come back in the dollar. That could maybe for the London close, and we'll have to keep an eye on that, huh? All right, moving forward here. Taking a look at the Euro Yen trade on the 4-hour, this is still looking great. I'm still in this, of course. This trade is just looking better and better. It's over 108 now, and going back out to the daily to get a picture. I'm not drawing any red zones up here. What I've got here is lines of price action areas that I think may be significant. So 108.40, I think we could react off that. That could be the top for the day, and if not, I think we've got another area there we could break to go up even to 109. So with 108.80 being an issue. So this is all systems go here. There's as far as getting into this New York wise, might not be as easy as it was yesterday. I mean, you look at this, really it's accelerating now. So you have to wait for a decent pullback entry, and I'm thinking coming back maybe to the top of this red zone, right? 108 retest for a long. That's the idea here. And if you want to get short, you need to try at least some price action 15-minute or hourly candles around 108 30 or 40 minimum. But get along around 108. That's the next play to try to get into that for today. Let's see if that happens. Retesting these levels, and the New York traders get another 100 pips out of this. Let's see if that works out. Moving over to oil. And, this is working out nicely, huh? As far as the long coming off of here. Retest-wise, I've talked about maybe early New York. Maybe, before NYMEX, we would be able to get into this long and maybe play this daily high or low setup up to the 89 level for a cool, 300-400 pips. Really looking like it's starting to work out on the daily, but no pullback, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. At this point, this has to rise up the green level, and you've got to see some buyers here in the NYMEX, probably just around there. So, do I think it might get a little deeper retracement for the NYMEX guys? Possibly, but that could be it. You could see a little pullback, 10-15 pips, and it's gone. Short side, I'll have to see something convincing to even consider it. Not even interested really going short on oil today. 15 minutes, maybe stalling out, a little bit of price action, wickish, 86.50 level. But I'm going to try to get long on this again on the pullback, which essentially is going to be, something like that, fairly likely. And if it even comes back, so. But we'll be checking this out in the daily close with the price action setups for tomorrow, if nothing else, right? Just might not be as easy to get in that long as you think. Sometimes when oil gets going, it can get going. So you could maybe finesse your way into it, but we'll just keep an eye on it. I'll put some updates in the room. And the only other thing I'm going to look at here is that gold. Talked about first was going to be a short, and then maybe it would go long. And wasn't really that interested today with gold, but we go down to the hourly chart here. And you see that we came down a little bit, but then popped right up, and we're pretty much at the highs again. I don't see a really good entry long right here. It would be more of a short early in the session coming up here. So look at the 15-minute chart, and tough spot, tough spot. But a price action candle like this close, you could get short, put your stop above this, and hope you get a 50 pip runner, no doubt. So if you want to check out gold, then you might have another short coming up right here. But watch this 17.15 current pivot level. I think we're going to be messing with in New York, 17.15. So that's going to be it. I'll post some updates of any further trades to get into, but right now everything's working out with the anti-dollar and anti-yen trades, and I will put this on YouTube as well and post it on the FX Raiders blog. And that's going to be it. That's going to be the New York morning setup report for December 12th, 2012. Thanks.